Hey everybody, I'm Eric Oberempt, and you're listening to Be Authentic or Get the Fuck Out. We talk about real shit, what's on our minds, and don't give a fuck if it makes you feel a little uncomfortable. So sit back, strap in, and get ready for some real shit. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Be Authentic or Get the Fuck Out. I'm your host, Eric Oberempt. We are here at the Blue Collar American Dream Conference. I just got done getting off stage, and my guest here just got off stage as well. And I want to introduce you to Lance Bachman. Lance, thanks for being here, man.
Eric, thanks for having me, man.
Dude, great presentation.
Back at you, man.
I appreciate it. Like, these are fun.
Yeah.
And we'll get into all of that real quick. And we'll get into backstory and all of that real fast. But I know you got to go, and I want to respect your time.
Absolutely.
So thank you for being here. Okay. The question that I always like to lead off with is, why are you here?
So I came here, Lee asked me to speak, and I think when you made many mistakes that I have, people can learn from those mistakes, right, in business. So really what I try to do when I talk to people is say, listen, this is an old man, I'm going to be 50 this year.
Right.
Been doing this a long time, made a lot of mistakes. I can save you millions of dollars of not making the same mistakes as you made. Just pay attention, listen, follow the process, and you're going to make a lot more money than I ever did.
Absolutely. And I guess what my real question is you're busy.
Absolutely.
You've got a ton of shit going on.
Absolutely.
You're not poor.
No.
Right? You don't have to be here.
No.
Right? What's the real why behind the fact that you jumped on a plane yesterday to come down here to speak to a group of people?
Well, I think you got to give back, right? God's been good to me. Life's been good to me. If you're not going to help other people rise up, so many people help me rise up. I can name 30, 40 people that given me their time. Dave Geigers of the world, the Melvins of the world, all these people have given me their time to make sure I'm successful.
Yeah.
You got to give it back. If you're not going to play it back, what are we doing here?
At the end of the day, that is what it always boils down to, right?
No doubt.
And it's funny how in the beginning of our business careers, whatever it is, we're so focused on us, and we don't think about other people, but we don't really become successful until we start thinking about how we're changing other people's lives. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that, but I think in the beginning of business, you're fighting for survival, right?
Correct.
There's
I think you have to do that first.
Yeah, you're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then you start getting success and notoriety, and you start selling companies and building companies.
Yep.
And then the money's secondary to winning.
Right.
In the beginning, you're just really trying to figure it out.
You need the fucking money.
Yeah, you need the money, you're trying to figure it out.
So tell everybody a little bit what you do and why you're here and what you're talking about,
So what I do is I was just talking to everybody about literally taking your company and scaling it, right? So many people never crack that $1 million, $2, $3 million mark. I've taken multiple companies now and scaled them from a few million to 20 million, 15 million, and sell them to private equity. I think that's the playbook for me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's for everyone.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to take a small company, grow it, and then sell it to private equity, get a big chunk of cash, and do it back.
Right. And that's kind of the game that you're playing now?
That's the only game I'm playing.
Okay.
I own multiple companies, and all my companies I own are to scale. I mean, I don't love any of my companies.
Yeah.
I love the exit of a company. I love employing people. I love changing their lives, giving them opportunity.
Right.
I'm very transparent about what I'm doing
to
here
change those lives.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, that's it. So
I think that when people see that is the genuine goal of you, that's probably why they want to work with you.
I was on a podcast, and the guy goes, he said something to me. I said, I never got to work again. My kids never got to work again. I literally pulled up my phone. I said, I'll show you my bank account. My money market. He's like, holy shit.
Right.
It's not about, once you get the zeros in your bank account, only make you a bigger asshole than you already were or a better person.
Right.
Mine, I'm trying to give back, probably because of my childhood, maybe because of the life I've lived. I don't know, but I want to give so much back to so many people that have low self-esteem, that can't figure it out and say, hey, let's do this. Let's do it together.
Right.
Or here's my playbook. Go install it. Go enjoy it. And my playbook's free. I give it to everyone. So I have nothing to sell. You're probably not. I do roofing, HVAC, I own technology companies, but all in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. I'm down here in Florida.
Right. What was your turning point? Where was your dark moment? Did you have one?
No, because I had so many as a child. I don't think you could even, I don't think you could equate my childhood, what I went through, to business. Business is business. I loved my digital agency I owned.
Yeah.
I love digital marketing, but I knew it was time for that to go because I wasn't in love with it anymore. I don't know if I ever had a really true dark moment that me.
Did you have a tough childhood?
I did. I grew up in an orphanage, group home, foster care system, and out of getting locked up.
Okay.
Then I went to one of the wealthiest high schools you could ever go to called Council Rock. Kind of changed my life. Great people.
What'd you get locked up for?
Fist fighting. The only thing I've ever was in trouble for is fist fighting.
Oh, really?
The only thing.
You're a fighter.
No, I'm not a fighter, actually. You know, I'm quite the opposite. I'm probably too much of a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then when it built up when I was younger, I didn't know how to express it. Now, like, really, I hate to say this, like, unless you have some type of influence on my life, I really don't give a fuck what you say.
Sure.
I kind of ignore you. Like,
Yeah.
I could be at a party and people are talking about something I don't agree with, I don't even comment.
Right.
Like, I care less.
Yeah, I think one of the things that you said when you're on stage that I talk about a lot as well, and it's so important, is figuring out who that circle of people that you allow into your life is, right? And it takes a while to figure that out, that it doesn't have to be everybody.
No.
Right? And you need to whittle that down to who am I giving my energy to, right? Like it's going to be my wife and my kid, and then who else fucking gets my energy?
Without a doubt. You know, my wife, you heard me tell me my wife had a stroke, right? And I found out how many people in my community, Northampton football, wrestlers, Gino, Linnell, all these people stepped up. Like I could name coaches, people just stepped up in my life. Sometimes you feel like you're on an island when we're doing what we're doing. You're traveling, this and that.
Yeah.
And so many people immediately stepped in to help my family out while I was doing my wife. I mean, think about this. I got to spend every day and night in the hospital with my wife while she was going through the process. Right, where I didn't have to worry about my kids at all. Everyone stepped up. That's who you want to give your energy to.
Yeah, I mean, and how did that make you feel?
I said to my wife, we're the most blessed people in the world. Like, because before that situation, I didn't know what would have transpired if something happened, right? Because, you know, it's yes, make sure you know who you're giving your energy to.
It's so important to figure that out. I know that you got to go, and I want to respect your time. And how I usually kind of wrap up these episodes is I always give the floor back to the guests, because usually people have, I don't want to call it an agenda because it's not an agenda, but something that like they are really passionate about and they want to make sure that people get from them before they leave a stage or they leave a show or whatever it is. And I want to make sure that people hear what Lance cares about. Maybe I forgot to bring it up, or I didn't expand on it well enough. I want to give you that last 3 or 4 minutes to like leave everybody with something they can take away that they can either be actionable with or what's next.
Yeah, I think, the message I bring to people is, I was special ed K through 12, graduated second to last of my graduating class.
You're special education?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In out getting locked up, low self-esteem, couldn't read right to really 7th, 8th grade, not a smart guy. I'm still not smart. Cheated through college, cheated through high school. I just say to people, like, everyone has self-doubt, but that 3 inches here and that 6 inches here is the biggest battle you're going to have every day. So if you want to be successful, you better prepare for battle and not worry about your feelings and control your mind. Someone that can control their mind is going to win. So, I mean, that's my message to people is if someone like me can do this, anyone can do it. I truly believe that. Like, there's nothing special about me. There's nothing monkey see, monkey do. I went and watched a lot of successful people and just started duplicating what they did. Monkey see, and I swear by that. I know it sounds crazy.
Because I know something that I'm assuming is something that you're passionate about, because I've heard you talk about Service Titan and all these other things that you use, right? Is systems and processes, right? And I think that's something that people listening, whether they're in business or whatever it is you can't scale shit until you have systems and processes, right?
It's funny you say that, because Service Titan, I talk about Service Titan all the time, right? And people say, do you own Service Titan? No, Service Titan has a $12 billion, $18 billion valuation.
It would seem like you do, though, right? Yeah.
But it works,
right?
People ask me, why do I promote Vertex everywhere, the private equity firm? Because it works. I can't tell you about things I don't use and know, right? That's not my experience. But I can tell you about the great relationships I have and what worked. And how did I learn from these other companies? Because I listened to other successful people. I said, shit, if they're using it, I'm going to use it.
Correct.
And I've had the same experience. So that's really what I'm passionate about, is saying, hey, listen, monkey see, monkey do, man.
You don't have to reinvent the fucking wheel.
I've never invented anything. I'm not smart enough to.
Me neither. I'm a dumb fucking roofer. Like, I got to learn from other people's bullshit so that I can expand on it and just make it a little bit better.
That's all I do.
The other thing that I want to finish with is when I was talking about circles and the people that you surround yourself with, I want to give a shout out to Dean, because you brought Dean kind of into your world and into your circle. And I met Dean a while ago, and Dean and I actually started working together recently. He rebuilt my website and everything. We got fucking hacked by the Russians and like redirected our website. Like, we had no website for my roofing company for like 8 weeks.
That's not good.
Dude, it was wild as shit. Like, we couldn't figure out where it went. It was so annoying. And, Dean and I got on a call and having the relationships, you know, for Dean to connect me with you so that we could talk and, you know, and hopefully, you know, we garner a relationship down the road and figure
100%.
out a way maybe to work together, blah, blah, blah. But it's all about those relationships. I want to thank Dean for that, but I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for imparting the wisdom that you did on stage today. And I hope that we get an opportunity to know each other a little bit better. I usually run really long with these episodes, and I know you got to go, but one of the reasons that I do this show is literally because it gives me an opportunity to sit down with people and get to know them better and connect. Because when you walk around shows like this, what do? You walk up and you go, hey man, how you doing? How are the kids? Great, good to see you. And you walk off and you never get any deeper fucking connection than that, right?
I'm going to bring you a bigger one. Come out to Philadelphia and spend a night with me and my wife, bring your wife, and see the training center we're building.
Love to.
Come down. Seriously, I'm at the invitation. Same thing I told Dean. Hey, come over from Africa. I'll buy you a ticket. And I did, and he came over.
That's amazing.
That's what it's about. I'm a relationship person. I believe.
I think it's all relationships.
If you don't have a relationship, you can't build nothing on your own. That's a fact.
No, and figure out getting those people around you that you align with.
Absolutely.
All right, you have to align with the people. Everybody's not for everybody.
Without a doubt.
Right? But when you figure out who that group is that you align with, and then you get to spend time with those people that give you more energy, that is the most fulfilling moment that you get to have. Right? So, Lance, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our journey. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Please subscribe below. We got to hit some numbers on this and share it with people. We don't have fucking sponsors. I pay for all this shit, so please share it. And remember, everybody, be authentic or get the fuck out.
I like that line.
Get the fuck down if you can't be authentic. Yeah. Swipes.